Hello and welcome back to Against the Storm. We are continuing our playthrough here, and there is a giant treasure chest here, so I kind of like the idea of working towards that. But I do want to get these artifacts and machinery that are given by taking this. So I might go here and then work my way down in this direction. So hopefully, it looks like I have enough time for maybe two more before I have to reset the cycle. So let's start with this and let's look at what we got. So summary, we have unable to use the pause function. That is interesting. So we will be unable to pause at all. All right, looks like we have resin, plant fiber, wood, all that good stuff. It is the Royal Woodlands, so we still have a lot of trees. I am going to take the small farm, and I'll probably take maybe some clay, because I feel like that's something we... Oh, no, I can't. I need something that only costs one, so maybe some roots I think would be a good option. So let's go ahead and embark and get started here. Being unable to pause is very interesting. I have not experienced that yet. Okay, so food production is increased. During the storm, wood gets destroyed. Blight cysts take longer to burn. And then 3 wood for every villager. Well, the good news is we're going to have a lot of... All right, so this is the one that's somewhat dangerous and will actually kill people. But we are looking at, you know, a way to prevent it by having services. So should be okay, but I can't really pause. So once I hit space, that's it. I think I'm just going full bore. So let's go ahead and put this all down before I hit space to resume. Might as well get what we can out of it while we can. I did not want to do that. Let's come down here. I do want to get rid of this stuff. Let's go ahead and look at where we want to build. I think we're going to take these smaller glades first up here or down here. Maybe down here. Okay, let's focus down here first. Get some shelters up and running. Make sure the priority is set appropriately high here. We do want a crude workstation there. We'll get the makeshift post later on. Stonecutters camp, we can plop down here. And then we also want a scavenger camp over here to start bringing in those eggs. And I think that should do us for now. I did build the woodcutters. Once we chop through here, I'll build a trading post. Let's go ahead and look what we got. Lumber mill, I will definitely take that. I feel like herbalist camp could be good. I don't know. Do we have... Yeah, we do have berries in the wild. Oh, I started. I'll go ahead and take it. I also want to take the rain mill, since we're going to have farms, theoretically. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our beaver boys in here. Now, I can't pause. See, it doesn't work. So I'll just throw it on speed 3 for now, and maybe I'll have to slow down to normal speed at some point in the game, but let's see how it plays out. Okay, so I think... Are these all... All right, fungal guide might be good if we... Does herbalist camp? Yeah, it does give mushrooms. Although I don't know if we're going to actually get mushrooms. I can't pause. I can't pause. I keep forgetting. That's so strange. Well, let's go ahead and focus chop this out. Try to get through as many of these as possible. Let's get... I don't know if we're going to get mushrooms or not, but I don't really need any of this other stuff. So we'll go ahead and go with fungal guide. Let's pick our first thing here. So 10 planks gives us the plank back plus fabric and bricks. And this gives us better plank yields, which is already going to be crazy because we have a 3-star recipe. So I think I will go that route. We already have this. I feel like this is the better option. Human resolve. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. All right, let's get the speed back up to 3. Let's pop some people into these different spots. I'm just gonna put like 1 in each spot right now. We do need to get at least some planks started. And I do need to put somebody in here to do that work. Ultimately, I need to build a lumber mill. But it's going to be a hot minute before I get that up and running. I'll go ahead and place it down just so we have it built. Okay, moss broccoli. So we can harvest that with our... Oh, no, we can't. Not with that. All right, so hopefully we tap into these 2 glades, and maybe that'll free up enough space over here. I'm going to move this guy over here. Let's try to get a trading post down. We got to wait for a little bit more to clear out before we can do that. Go ahead and put that down. Storm's going to start soon, which is fine. We can go ahead and weather the first storm, no problem. Okay, there is mushrooms. So we can go ahead and get this herbalist camp down because the mushrooms, we have that ability that's going to help that grow. I'm going to go ahead and place these guys up here. We're going to start chopping out all of this area. And we're going to move this guy down here. We're going to try to go for 2 glades at the same time. But let's see how that plays out for us. I'll go ahead and put a human in here just so we have somebody doing something. I could put down... I am debating whether I should put that down or not. I'm going to go ahead and go with this. I'll go with the extra shelter for the houses. I have to remember we need services. We have a while before we actually need to get it, but all right, roots, some marrow deposits. All right, we got this built. Let's go ahead and pop a beaver into here. Let's limit this to like 50, and we can uncheck all this stuff. We can't pause, so I have to slow down so that Zahilda doesn't escape me. Well, hopefully it doesn't escape me anyway. I'm going to uncheck planks here, make sure we're not making them. And then I do need to pop down a makeshift post because we do not have that at all yet. Let's go ahead and we got human resolve. Let's turn it in. Let's talk to Zahilda while we can. 20 pottery for every glade and plus 3 coats. Both of those could be pretty good. How much can I get here? I might go pretty aggressive here. Yeah, no matter how aggressive I go, I'm not going to hit that 40. So let's go ahead and lower our expectations a little bit. Okay, maybe we could put just a little bit down. All right, so what's more important? I think, and these are all really nice, but I think I'm going to go with the pottery because we're still early on. We're still popping glades. The coats are good, and we do need coats at some point, but it's not like the end of the world if we don't have them. We got the rain mill, so we don't need this for flour. I would go with this one to get coats and simple tools. I think that's a good choice. So let's go ahead and get the rain mill built, and let's go ahead and get that smithy built. Although I kind of have to move the locations here a little bit. I guess I'm going to let them finish tapping into that glade first. And then we can go ahead and pop up here and keep all the chopping going over here. Do we have... We got the rain mill going. The smithy is what we need next. We could pop that down there. We are going to need some specific housing at some point. I do have humans available here. And I do have vegetables. I think I want the amber more than anything. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that option. We got humans here. They are harvesting the mushrooms. So we should be getting +1 mushrooms every 25 we harvest. So that should start moving the needle in the right direction. I think after the next storm, we'll go ahead and tap into our first danger glade. Let's go ahead and deliver this and check out our next objectives. I don't really care about any of that stuff. I think I'd prefer this. And then I think these are both meh. I gotta build this anyway, so I might as well do this just to get that going. I think I'm going to want the ability to make... Well, I want the biscuits as well, but I think ale is going to be valuable to me. Although this gives me 3 things I don't have. So I'm going to go with this. We'll see if I pay a price for that. But let's go ahead and start on coats. Let's limit that to like 30. And then packs of trade goods, simple tools. We could not turn those off. I just think we're not going to be doing anything with that right now. I do need to get somebody in here making this. Let's limit this to like 10. We also need packs of provisions, so let's go ahead and select all of those. Limit this to 10 as well. I don't think I need packs of crops for anything. So let's just get that going. This is just a clay deposit and some new arrivals. So let's go ahead and try to get some cash there as well. Maybe we can use that in our next, our next trading post. Vegetable production is good. I do think that could be useful. Packs of provisions for herbs, but I don't know if we're really harvesting that many herbs. We have a way to make pigment, so I'm not too worried about getting it for free. I think the giant vegetables thing could be good. Although we're not currently doing anything with that. Okay, can't pause. Got to remember that. Let's go ahead and move over in this direction. Didn't mean to put him there. All right, let's go ahead and just plow through into a glade right there. All right, herbalist has nothing nearby, but we can go ahead and move up here for the time being. Let's extend this path. Keep heading in that direction. Let's pick a new batch of people. And I think we can pop a human in here to start on making flour. We could turn off this other stuff. We'll limit the flour to 30 for now. but we might change that later on. Let's go ahead and increase the speed again. Make sure we're still moving. I would like to start getting some specific housing down. So let's go ahead and pop some beaver housing down. Let's pop some human housing here. Although I can't quite do everything I need to do. I'm going to slow down again. Let's go ahead and deliver this so we get extra planks. I do want to increase that. And I think, I'm definitely going to be able to do packs of building materials. So I will go ahead and run with that for the time being. Let's talk with our man here. I was really hoping we would have gotten... Where'd the amber go? I thought we got 10 amber from here and 10 amber from this one. So somehow we only have 12. I don't know what happened there. All right, incense for roots. That might be worth getting. Let's go ahead and get 6. I think that's a feasible thing to do. I don't want to use all of my resin because some glade events do require it. I don't want to get rid of the packs of provisions because we need it for one of the things. I guess let's get rid of some eggs. Although it's food and we're going to be a little tight on the food supply. I don't think I need the herb production. But I may regret that later. We'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and increase the speed again. Okay, there we are. We found some fertile soil, which is nice. We do have to complete this. We have just enough tools to pull it off. The double stacks. I like that. Let's go ahead and investigate that. -5 global resolve for every 10 amber. Well, joke's on you. I don't have any amber. So it doesn't matter. Alright, I think we could go ahead and pop somebody in here. We're not making anything here because we don't have any copper bars. Kind of limited there. We don't have a lot of fabric right now either. So we're just kind of limited across the board at the moment. We're just going to have to wait. There is more clay over here, so I can go ahead and move that over here so they keep progressing. I am going to do this. This will give some more lizards, and it will give lizard resolve, which is just a little free bonus there. We do not have any lizard houses built. We are building some human houses. Scavenger camp, we're going to add another lizard in there. Hopefully we get those cleaned out so we can get this cleaned out. We do have... Yeah, for every 10 roots, we gain incense. So we have a lot of roots here. We can get a bunch of incense freed up as well. And it looks like we do have some stuff worthwhile of building, like a warehouse over here. So I am going to go ahead and put one of those down right here. Let's take a look at what smithy we already have and we built over here, so we can go ahead and salvage that. There's no reason to keep that going. And then we do have the materials we need over here to get the dewberry bushes harvested. I thought we built... Did we not build a herbalist camp? We did. I just got to find where I shoved it. Looks like up here. What are they currently harvesting? Looks like they just finished harvesting the bush. So we can move them down here. And they will go ahead and start harvesting that stuff, which I think would be great. And then once this gets out of the way, we can go ahead and build up the farm field here, put a small farm there, and get started on that production as well. Storm starts in 2. losing a fair amount of resolve. Let's go look at our building options. I think brewery is a great idea, and tavern is a great idea because that will take care of the services component that we need. So let's go ahead and get this brewery built, which I actually can't do right now. Where is our lumber? Oh. That's right, during the storm, they actually don't retain any of the wood. Where is our other woodcutter camp? Is there anything here that needs to be trimmed out? It looks like there is. So let's go ahead and put a woodcutter here and just trim those trees out a little bit. Hopefully this storm gets by relatively quick. It's already mostly through before the lizard resolve drops all the way down. We are starting to get some build up here on the blight post, or what will be a blight post. I'm going to move this scavenger over just a little bit so we can hopefully sneak in this tavern. Yeah, there we go. And then we also need a blight post up and running so that we can protect ourselves in the future against... Where is the blight post? I know I got to be clicking over it. There it is. All right, so we can go ahead and I think we'll just pop it down here next to the trading post. That's the word. Let's get some more humans in here. And let's get some... Did we get a prosperous settlement effect from... We haven't finished with this yet, but I think we got a perk. Oh, that's for opening caches. Okay, that's not prosperous settlement effect. But, I mean, we might as well do this. It's certainly not going to hurt. Okay, and did I build... I built the tavern. I did not yet build the brewery, which I wanted to slap down right here. So we can go ahead and get started on that as well. Let's go ahead and bump the speed up for a little bit. We can get this small farm built. There we go. Looks like that should take care of most of the farm field there, if not all of it. I don't even think they could reach that far back anyway, so I think it will be a-okay. Let's go ahead and increase the priority on this to get this built. I can put some humans in there. Let's go ahead and send this. I don't want more people. I'd rather have the money. So we'll go with that for this group. We do have some clay deposit available, which is nice. Give us some more bricks. Once we run out over here, we can move this down. I do want to add another person there. Maybe we can harvest that just a wee bit quicker. I think that would be good. All right. Are they not going to build this? We're out of planks. How are we out of planks? We're not building them quick enough. Let's put another beaver in here. We have plenty of wood, so that shouldn't be a problem. Let's go ahead, pop a human in here. I think the ale can be produced. Let's limit this to like 50. I don't want to uncheck pickled goods necessarily, but I do want to limit it to like 20. It's not a very efficient recipe. I'll put it that way. We have not built the blight post yet. Let's go ahead and get some humans in here. Get them started on harvesting that. Let's look at our next order. And it looks like discover glades and give simple tools. And we will go ahead and get some free global resolve. I will be happy to do that. Looks like everybody currently is housed. Oh no, I almost missed her. So I could get even more pottery if I need it. Let's go ahead and sell off some of this extra wood. There's a lot of it. I do want to keep 3 of these just in case there ends up being something that needs them. I don't need packs of building materials for anything in particular. Oh no, I do. I do need packs of building materials. I don't need packs of provisions anymore. So let's go ahead and sell those. I think we can go ahead and get rid of some of this resin. Let's just get all the way to 50 here. And make this trade. And let's double down on the pottery. Get some extra mushroom production, and we'll get some fabric. And we got a little bit of money left over if we need it for anything. I'm going to slow down for a minute here just so I can make sure everything is being built appropriately and is staffed appropriately. We are in the middle of, well, we're coming up on a storm. So we are going to have to start moving in that direction. I am going to go ahead and pop this guy down here. Pop this guy down here. I mean, I think what we need to focus on now is getting some of these decorations built. I think building a park would be good. That counts as a 4-piece decoration. And I think we actually need 2 of them. So I'll slap another one down because we're going to need a garden. Maybe we'll put that over here. I think we could cram another house in here. We do have the blight post up and running. So let's go ahead and pop a lizard boy in here. We could limit this to like 40. We'll use wood for that because we have plenty of it. We'll go ahead and use sea marrow as well because we don't really have a purpose for that other than selling it. So I think that is safe to do. Lizard resolves low right now, but it will be perfectly fine. Do I have this packs of building materials limited a little too low? I believe the answer is yes. So let's go ahead and up that a little bit because we got to get to 15. And then purging fire in blight post. We are working on creating that now. So I think that will be fine. Let's go ahead and pop into this glade. Now that the storm is over, we could accept some more people. I think... let's go ahead and... I don't know if turning that in... Actually, I'm pretty sure... I know we have the effect, the double effect here, where we gain incense for every 2 roots produced. I'm pretty confident that it doesn't count towards this to add human resolve. But I guess we could verify that. I'll go ahead and choose that option just for the sake of verifying it. All right, so we can go ahead and pop some people into here. Let's go ahead and... All right, I'm going to go ahead and convert this. I'm not that worried about getting this. We do have some more mushrooms here, which is nice. I would like to maybe focus on harvesting that because that will bump up our fungal growth here. That could be a very good thing. And there's some bushes over here as well. So maybe we'll go ahead and just move over there. Although we don't have a storage unit yet. I could go ahead and build a warehouse, which I think is what I will do. Let's go ahead and move up into... Maybe let's harvest some of this stuff up here. We can go ahead and move these guys. You know, this is probably better just on the other side here. Let's go ahead and tap into this glade as well. Maybe we can get greedy and get into 2 glades in one season. I'm going to add another lizard boy into here just so we can try to get more of this blight so we can complete this order. And then we just need to find a way to get tools. We got to pop into 6 glades in total, so I'm sure that includes these small glades, so we can go ahead and pretty easily get into a couple of those to complete that order as well. Let's go ahead and increase the speed again. Keep moving along. Beaver Resolve is something I need to apparently work on upping. Okay, once this is done, we should be able to put some stuff in there and increase resolve by a bit. I think we can go ahead and use berries and mushrooms to get some pickled goods. That'll up the resolve a little bit. I am going to lower this again because we can convert this for global resolve. Let's go ahead and use what we have, which is the sea marrow. An extra global resolve is never a bad thing. We do have some moss broccoli available here. Let's go ahead and focus on maybe chopping into this little glade here and just getting some trees. I think that's fine. That's 2 glades in 1 season. I think we can go ahead and take it a little bit easier. Scavenger camp, nothing nearby. Let's move down and start getting some of these roots up and harvested so we can build some more housing. We're okay on housing right now, but I would like to keep it moving. This tavern is not, and we have not produced that much grain yet, so I'm kind of hoping this comes along a little quicker. Maybe we'll find another field somewhere at some point. Let's go ahead and turn this in. This will increase the speed. We did just get some copper ore, so that means they should be working on, or copper bars, so we should be working on simple tools here, which is good because that'll move us in the right direction for this simple tools here. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this. I think we'll get education, but I'm not 100% sure. I actually shouldn't have sold those tablets. I'll go ahead and select this, but I don't think I've ever ran into one that required more than 3 tablets. So apparently this one does. Looks like this guy will come immediately after the storm, so I need to be ready for that. A bakery would be good. So let's go ahead and buy that. Let's slow this down. I would like to get some people in here. We can get that started. I do need to get more. I'm going to go with Prosperous Settlement again. And we're going to get some more humans, I think. And then I would like to get a bakery up and running. Yeah, I have to interact with that guy still. Let's go ahead and get a bakery up and running. I think that will work just fine there. Beaver Resolve looks like it's getting to the threshold it needs to be to turn that in. So let's go ahead and look at what we got here. All right, I am getting a little low on supplies. Scroll production could be good because I did choose to like get an education thing here. Though it's not that particularly important. I don't need any of this anymore, so we can go ahead and trade all of it as far as I'm concerned. We could trade copper ore because we're not going to do anything to convert that to copper bars. We'll use the copper bars that we have to make simple tools, but I don't think we're going to trade anything else. Let's go ahead and sell a bunch of these planks because we're going to make a ton of planks. Yeah, I think that's about as deep into this as I'm able to go with this trader. So let's go ahead and buy that. Even if we don't actually make... I don't even know if we have a recipe for scrolls. Looks like we do. They're 1-star recipes. We can go ahead and turn that on. And I think we can leave that as wood. And then we'll leave that as pigment, although we're not quite there yet. I do think at some point we're going to find a way to make pigment. Do we have a pigment recipe? Let's take a quick gander. We do. We have a 2-star pigment at the cookhouse. We could use the copper for that, but we got berries. We can go ahead and do that. Oh, it looks like we haven't even built the cookhouse yet. So let's go ahead and pop that down. That could be another building that we get up and running. And let's go ahead and increase our speed while we're waiting for this beaver resolve. Scavenger camp has nothing nearby. Looks like they ate up all those roots. And it does look like, I think, unfortunately, I think I might have been correct there, where the roots... So this gives us 3 incense for every 10 roots. So we've gained 24. But then there was something about gaining roots. I gotta look here. The fact that we have all 3 people like super happy is really good. Yeah, see, human resolve for every 70 incense. So we've produced incense via this method, and it has not benefited us here at all. So this was a pointless thing to get. Let's go ahead and get this. This gives us extra roots and extra berries, which I think will translate to extra incense, although that incense is not converting to human resolve. But we're doing okay in resolve anyway, so I'm not overly concerned about that. We certainly have quite a fair amount of supplies coming in here. I would like to get mushrooms. We are producing vegetables. I think we're doing a lot with berries. Let's go ahead and select roots. Let's limit this to like 20. Let's go ahead and get some skewers going here. Biscuits can get going as well. Let's go ahead and pop roots on that. I'd like to limit that maybe to 20 as well. Pigment, we can do berries for pigment, and I think we limit that to like 30, and I think that is okay. Look at that impatience just getting knocked down every time we move up here. It's pretty good. I would like to, now that we have that going, we need 2 more, 1 more, and 1 more. So we need 2 of these parks. Hold on, let me extend my roads first. I want to make sure I have enough room for everything here. And actually, I think I want to move, maybe I'll move my lumber boys down here, because they need to kind of chop out all of these trees to free up some space for me to do some building over here. We have a bakery as well. I probably should... Looks like biscuits are the same recipe, so there's no point in doing it twice over here. We could limit pie to 20 as well. I think that will be just fine. And then let's look at our building options. Temple will do religion and education. So let's go ahead and pick that, because that will complete our need for education. We could slap that right here. And then we can get... These are for farm fields, which we haven't honestly discovered that much of them. Which is a little unfortunate. Okay, we have enough simple tools as long as we don't spend them. I just need to pop into a couple glades here. These were big finds for global resolve. We got some global resolve here. We got global resolve here. So all really good stuff. We do need to build more housing though. So let's get some lizard housing up and running. And some human housing. I could sneak one in there. And I think we could sneak another one in there. And I think beaver housing wise, we're okay at the moment. But I probably should move at some point. Let's go ahead and put this here. I think if I had to build something, I think an herb garden is what I would want. Just because I think we could utilize that better because we have something that benefits us with root production. And then the herbs are needed for like the biscuits and all that stuff. So I think that is the best call we can make. Let's go ahead and move up in this direction, start chopping out these glades here. We could sneak this guy down here. We could tap into that glade. I'm going to increase the speed to 3 again. We're almost done with this here. We are done with that. So let's go ahead and turn that in. That gets us some extra parts. If we tap this glade and tap that glade, one more will give us trailblazing. And then if we break into one more big glade, or, well, why did the human sacred flame rituals? Oh. Okay. I guess we'll pick that. Let's slow this down for a minute. We lost a herbalist. I want to make sure we replenish that. That is definitely needed. We need another big glade. I think we could maybe pop into this one down here. Would be our next best bet. And that would be our 6th glade as well. Okay. That resolve drops pretty significantly. I guess let's do this. Maybe we can get some ancient tablets in retrospect, and we did. So that's probably the right call. Let's go ahead and turn that in. That gives us 15 roots every time we discover glades, some more villagers, some more skewers. So that's just like a lot all around. I don't think we need to add any more people to any of these. Oh, maybe add lizard boys into here. That'll make them happier. Housing wise, we are a little cramped. Let's go ahead and build the decorations that we need now. So if we build 2 parks, I'm pretty sure these have to be within the confines of the town. So let's go ahead and build two of those parks, one of these gardens, and then 2 ancient tombstones. And that should be the end of it. That should be everything we need to get this to a level 3. Go ahead and increase the speed. And then if we pop into this glade, that'll complete trailblazing. I'm surprised our resolve isn't higher at this point. We do have to build some more housing though, so I think we're kind of just waiting on that to happen. Let's go ahead and put some people in there. Let's slow this down temporarily so we can make this trade. All right, I think we don't need any of anything. So let's go ahead and just trade all of these because these give us better resources. We don't need incense for anything that I can tell. So let's go ahead and make that trade. And then is there anything else we can get rid of? We can get rid of some of this fire. Actually, I can get rid of most of it. Get rid of this copper ore. Get rid of the sea marrow. I don't even think I need this many scrolls. I need to keep 20. Right? I'm going to need that. And then I don't need this many parts, I don't think. It's a lot to trade, but I think it is worth it. Let's gain wine for every ale. Grain production. That sounds good to me. I don't think we need a forum for anything, so let's just hang on to our cash there. That should also, because I just did that, that should have increased our, where's the money bag thing? Look at it, 39.9. That is just shy of ticking over to an extra global resolve. What a bummer. All right, let's go ahead and turn this in. There's an extra 3 global resolve. That certainly doesn't affect us negatively at all. Let's go ahead and... Hey, look who just sold all his incense. That probably wasn't the best idea. But we have tools, and we can go ahead and use that. Put these people into here. And then I think it looks like we have... I mean, I'm really not going to need to do any of this. Let's increase this priority and make sure we get this done. Put that on speed 3. I'm hoping, just with enough time, we're just going to tick through this. So I'm just going to let it run. This actually went surprisingly well. Yeah, if we can get this built, I don't know what's going on with the fabric production here. I think that comes down to the lumber being chopped up here. Let's go ahead and move these guys over here. Maybe we could focus on chopping some of this out. Hopefully that'll increase our production. I don't think I need a forager's camp. I don't think I really need anything. Except for this fabric to be done. So we did complete this. We don't have enough fabric to complete these ancient decorations. That's what's currently holding this back. But hopefully we'll get to a point where that won't be a problem. Looks like fabric is our current need. So Hilda usually has fabric. Is there anything we can do with the trade routes here? This would just give us amber. Oh, there we go. All right, so that worked out really, really well. Those modifiers stacked really nicely. We ended up getting a ton of global resolve, and everything happened, you know, really, really quick. So one good thing about that being pretty fast is that does buy us a little more time to, you know, move down in this direction. So I think our next one, we could actually go all the way down to here, and it will get this chest and this royal court modifier. So that should be pretty exciting. If you like the episode, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel to see more content in the future. And we will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.